Hey guys, I'm Greg. This is Greg's Beer Reviews. Let's see what's in the fridge today. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer is a special treat. This is a brewed once, very limited edition. I got my hands on this a while back when I went up to the vintage cellar. This is a collaboration beer brewed by the brewery and Cigar City Brewing. This is a Marron Acidifie. This is a dark sour ale aged in oak barrels. It says right here, for our first collaboration beer, we're lucky to partner with a brewery, a country apart, but on a similar path, Cigar City. Marron Acidifie is suitable for aging up to 5 years when cellared properly. Best served at 50 degrees. So it's been out of the fridge about 5 minutes now, and my fridge is around 40 degrees, so it's warming up nicely. And this is the big bottle. It's got a very, very nice cap on this, so this will end up on the fridge downstairs in a video soon to see. Very nice beer. It's in the big bottle, of course. The 750 milliliters. Looks like a small wine bottle. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 750. See if it says here on the oh, it's 8.5%. It says California. Pretty nice on there. Alright guys, let me give you some info. The beer is from the brewery, and they're out of Pacifica, California. This is a Flanders Oud Brewing. That's not a style that I'm familiar with. So 8.50 ABV on this one. Limited edition, brewed one time. So we're going to pop the cap on this shortly. And this was one of those that I don't even think they even put it out. When I went up there, the girl had it in the back for me, and she come carrying it out and said, "This is one you need." So I said, okay, here we go with it. Food pairing, the cheeses are the earthy Camembert Fontina, and the meat is grilled meat. Glassware, the flutes, nectar tulip, I got the Duvel glass. And it says it can be cellared for extended periods, and on the bottle it says 5 years, so I'm not going to keep it that long. I've only had it a month or two, so kind of hate to pop a top on something that's brewed once and it's a very limited edition, but we're going to do it here. So here we go guys. I'm going to try to work this cap off. Very nice cap. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it will be on the fridge for too long. Got the brewery on it. Nice little orange and yellow diamond pattern on it. So let's get it in the glass. I'm flapping my gums, ain't it? Let's pour it down the center. See if we can generate a head on this big beer. Look at that. Look at that. Get some bubble around there where y'all can see it when I'm flapping my gums. Well, that poured a very, very nice beer. About a half a finger, maybe a little bit more of head there. Got some big bubbles in there. And it pours a ruby cola colored beer. I can see the light through there. It's actually fairly clear for a beer that's bottle conditioned. Yes. And I'm getting a lot of fruitiness on it, but just having this close to my nose, I can smell it. I mean, it's got so much carbonation. Like I said, I can see right for a bottle conditioned beer, and I'm not used to seeing it this clear. And like I said, I can see the light right through it. So let's get a nose on it. Ooh, that's sour. Sour smelling. Ooh, I'm not a big cranberry fan. I don't eat cranberries or anything cranberry-like at Thanksgiving or anything. I'm not a big cranberry fan. And this has cranberries in it, I think. I'm not sure about that, but I'm getting a big cranberry smell. It's almost like a, wow, it's almost like a wine. Very sour. I've never smelt a beer that smells like this before. And I haven't done hardly any lambics. I can't remember any that I've done. I've got some downstairs that I've had in the fridge, and I just haven't done them. They're coming. I'm gonna do them. I'm just not a big fruity sour beer kind of guy. That almost smells like it's got bourbon, like it was aged in bourbon barrels or something. Wow. Strange. I mean, there may be some tropical fruit smells in there, but it is just so sour to my nose. Oh well. Here we go, guys. Cheers. Wow. That is so sour. I mean, I should have aged this for about 5 years. Wow, that is so sour. Definitely not my style. Really strange beer. I've never had a beer like this before, guys. I've been drinking beer a long time. And like I said, I haven't drank a whole lot of lambic, so I may get into the lambic sometime. This is very similar, but very, very, very different beer than I've ever had before. So it's a little cooler than they recommend. They recommend 50, and it's only about 40, so we're going to let it warm up. And I've got about a half a bottle here. I'm going to share her with the other half if she's interested. I'm going to give her a sip of it, see if she likes it. She's a wine fan, but she's not a bourbon fan, so we'll see how this goes. So, guys, stick around. I'll be right back when we do the final chug. See if I can get all this down, see if I'm impressed with it by the end of the beer. Be right back. Alright, guys, thanks for sticking around. Got just a little bit left in the glass. Got the rest of it poured in the glass, and when we got down to the bottom of the bottle, it's bottle condition, and the last bit of it, man, it really just, all the gunk and yeast and everything from the bottom of the bottle, and the floaties and everything come out of it. And as you know, I'm not a big fan of the floaties, and I'm not a big fan of the sour beers either, and this is super sour. I mean, it is sour. To me, it tastes like cranberry juice has been aged in oak bourbon barrels. I mean, it's exactly what I think it's what's happening, and it's exactly what it is. And maybe it might be better if it had been aged for a couple of years before I actually drank it, and it gets good reviews and good marks, but it is definitely, and mark this down, this is definitely not my style of beer. So, I mean, I appreciate this kind of beer. And I got this beer at cost, and it was like $15 and something for me. So, for the average public, it's probably over $20 for this bottle. And it's almost a drain pour for me. I'll be honest with you. I did not appreciate this beer at all. It was beyond my palate. I could not comprehend it. I got a little bit left in here, and it's got so many floaties in here I don't even want to drink it. So final chug, guys. It is so sour, so tart, no sweetness to it. Definitely not my style of beer. And like I said, I've got some lambics downstairs that I've not had yet that's in the fridge, and I'm going to be tasting and reviewing before too long when I get back from Sturgis. This is not, I mean, Rate Beer gives this a 99 overall and a 92 in the style. Wow, that blows me away. And Beer Advocate has an A-. I mean, out of respect for this beer and what I paid for it and the experience of these people, and it's beyond me because my palate I'm just not into the lambics or the sour or fruity beers or whatever, tart beers. I'm going to give it a 4. It's a C. I mean, it's a C beer to me. I will not buy this again. I would not buy this again. And I hate to be that way with this beer because I know there's a lot of people going to say, you're crazy, you're nutty. It's just too sour, too tart, too much bourbon. If you're a bourbon fan, I mean, you probably like this because it's got so much bourbon characteristics from being aged in the barrels. It's just not me. So with that, I'm alone. I did not like this beer. I mean, I'm just being generous to it because it's got such great reviews. If it was me, I would give it below a C. It was almost one of the worst beers I've ever tasted. It was all I could do between me and the other half to get this down, and I still got a little bit left in the glass, but I don't want it. So, that being said, guys, if you like it, loved it, give me some comments back on this one. It just didn't do it for me, and I did not like it. So, out of respect for the brewery, it gets a C. Otherwise, I'll never try it again. So, join us tomorrow. I hope the next beer is going to be better than this one. I can pretty much guarantee that. Woo! See everybody then.